The sea is calm tonight. The tide is full, the moon lies fair. Upon the straits, on the French coast the light gleams and is gone, the cliffs of England stand. Glimmering and vast, out in the tranquil bay. Come to the window, sweet is the night air. Only from the long line of spray, where the sea meets the moon-blanched land. Listen. You hear the grating roar of pebbles which the waves draw back and fling. At their return, up the high strand. Begin and cease, and then again begin. With tremulous cadence slow, and bring the eternal note of sadness in. Sophocles long ago heard it on the Aegean, and it brought into his mind the turbid ebb and flow of human misery. We find also in the sound a thought, hearing it by this distant northern sea. The sea of faith was once, too, at the full, and round earth's shore lay like the folds of a bright girdle furled. But now I only hear its melancholy, long withdrawing roar, retreating to the breath of the night wind. Down the vast edges drear, and naked shingless of the world. Ah, love, let us be true to one another. For the world, which seems to lie before us like a land of dreams, so various, so beautiful, so new, hath really neither joy, nor love, nor light, nor certitude, nor peace, nor help for pain, and we are here as on a darkling plain, swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. The Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold. Let's understand the poem better. The speaker begins by describing the calmness of the sea, setting a serene tone. The tide is at its fullest, and the moon's presence enhances the beauty of the night. The light from the French coast is visible across the straits, while the cliffs of England remain steadfast. The speaker invites a companion to the window to appreciate the pleasant night air. Amidst the calmness, there is a continuous line of spray where the sea meets the moonlit land, symbolizing the restless movement of the waves. The sound of the waves crashing against the pebbles on the shore is likened to a grating roar, rising and falling with a tremulous cadence. This sound carries an eternal note of sadness, evoking the ancient Greek playwright Sophocles, who also heard a similar sound on the Aegean Sea, associating it with the turbid ebb and flow of human suffering. The speaker and their companion find their own thoughts and reflections in this sound, as they listen to it by the distant northern sea. The poem then shifts to a metaphorical exploration of the sea of faith. This sea, representing collective religious faith, was once full and encircled the earth like a bright girdle. The speaker now perceives the sea of faith receding, its long, withdrawing roar melancholic and fading away. The sound retreats to the breath of the night wind, down the desolate edges of the world, reaching the exposed shingles of the shore. This withdrawal of faith brings a sense of melancholy and uncertainty. In the final stanza, the speaker addresses a loved one, emphasizing the importance of remaining true to each other. The world, often perceived as a land of dreams and possibilities, is portrayed as lacking true joy, love, light, certitude, peace, and solace for pain. The speaker compares their existence to a dark and tumultuous plain, where ignorant armies clash amidst confusion and chaos. In this uncertain and troubled world, he urges loved one to remain faithful and steadfast. Dover Beach by Matthew Arnold is a reflective and melancholic poem that explores themes of faith, human suffering, and the transient nature of beauty. The poem begins with a serene depiction of a calm sea and a moonlit night. But it is disrupted by the sound of waves crashing against the shore, creating a sense of unease and restlessness. Speaker draws a connection to the ancient Greek playwright Sophocles, suggesting that the same sound of the waves evoked thoughts of human suffering even in ancient times. This serves to emphasize the universal and timeless nature of human struggles. The poet hears the same melancholic sound by the northern sea. He compares the receding tide to the decline of faith, symbolized as the sea of faith. Faith was once all-encompassing and bright, but the poet now perceives its withdrawal, describing it as a melancholy, retreating sound. This decline of faith represents a loss of certainty and stability in an ever-changing world. In the final stanza, the poem becomes more personal and intimate. The speaker addresses a loved one, urging them to remain true to each other in a sad world. The image of a darkling plain symbolizes the tumultuous nature of human existence, where confusion, struggle, and ignorant armies clash in the darkness. Overall tone of the poem is one of contemplation, disillusionment, and a longing for stability and meaning. Arnold uses the imagery of the sea, the moon, and the sound of waves to evoke a sense of beauty and melancholy.